Welcome to my Porsche 997. It's a Carrera 4S. I've had the car for about 8 years now. Absolutely love it. But like many owners, particularly in the northeast of England where I live, the car stays in the garage through the winter. Too much salt on the roads. The weather's too poor. And I like to keep it for the summer. I tend to just bring it out at Easter and then use the car right the way through till end of October. Obviously, while it's in the garage, we'll have to keep the battery topped up somehow. And when I first got the car, I bought a CTek battery maintainer, which does the job fantastically. So I'm just going to show you now how we go about connecting that and how we leave it connected through the winter months so the car is ready to go come the spring. First thing you need to do is open the bonnet. We've obviously got a bonnet release just under here. That exposes the frunk or front boot, whatever you want to call it. And you've got a little access panel at the top here, which is where the battery's hidden. So you've got two little catches, one either side, just a half a turn, 180 degrees. And then that can be lifted out of place. It's a bit stiff sometimes. There you go, that lifts out. That reveals your battery. Now when you buy your CTek, it'll come in a presentation bag like this one. There's an instruction manual just detailing how to use a manual, how to connect it up, etc. You'll also have a set of crocodile clips and one of these quick release connectors, and as well as that there'll also be a couple of eyelets on quick release connectors as well, which is what I've actually got connected to the car. So I have that I've got connected to the car so I can plug in quite quickly as and when needed. Two cables, a red and a black, or actually it's a black and red and red. The red is connected to the positive terminal, just with a 10mm, and then the red and black, which is the negative terminal, you can just find a suitable earth point. We've got one down here, again, 10mm, just to keep it grounded, and that gives me then easy access. So when I need to plug it in, it's just a matter of removing the cap, once the cap's removed, it's just a matter of taking the cable from the CTek unit itself, and just can only go in one way. There's a little indent on this and a little protrusion on the cable, so the two just go together with a click. That's now connected to the battery. And then here's the CTek unit itself. Several modes on there for bike charging, car charging, AGM battery or reconditioning. That's also plugged into a mains socket, 240 volt. So once the car's connected, it's just a matter of turning the power on. If the car is then connected, ooh, excuse me, just getting to grips with this gimbal. Yeah, if the car is then connected correctly, the green light will come on and the charge icon, because it's set to car charging, will also come on. Then it will start at 1 and it will go up to where the battery level is currently. So at the moment the battery is a little bit low on 3. So it obviously could do with being left on charge. I tend to leave the car connected. The CTek actually isn't a charger, it's a charger and maintainer. So it can be left connected continually. And all that does is it charges the battery to a certain state, and then it will go through a slight discharge, recharge, discharge, recharge to keep the battery at optimal condition. So once it's plugged in, it's just a matter of, I have to excuse the mess in the garage. It's just a matter of clearing this stuff out of the way. And then I tend to just tuck the little clip, make sure that's connected fully, just tuck that down inside the battery compartment and route the cable around the rubber, seal, and just protruding out of the front. And that way once the cable's lined up correctly, you can then go ahead and close the bonnet. There we go. Car could do with a wash. That'll be when the weather clears up. So that's how we leave the car plugged. And so the charger's there, doing its thing, already up to 4. That's the car just auto locking. So yeah, can't wait for the summer and to get this thing back out on the road. Fantastic drive. Couldn't recommend these cars enough. Great value. There's a lot of horror stories about IMS and bore scoring, but they are a fantastic car. Just keep it maintained, keep the oil changed, and accept that a small percentage may have an issue, but just budget for that and just enjoy the car. Please like, comment and subscribe if you not already are. It really helps the channel grow. Thanks very much.